Hey guys, today I'm starting a project here. Well, actually, this project is the video you're watching right now. So hello! If you don't know what Bloons Tower Defense is, I'll briefly explain what it is. Bloons Tower Defense is a tower defense style game, where you place towers along a map. In this game, they all have something to do with monkeys, for instance, a dart monkey which throws darts. And then those towers stop what are called balloons, which just are balloons that you see, and they always follow a specific path per map, and you have to stop them from reaching the end of the map. If you fail at this, you lose health, and if you lose all of your health, you lose the game. Anyways, today we're going to be answering the question, can you beat all Bloons Tower Defense 5 tracks using only water monkeys? And the answer to this is just no. You may be wondering why, and this is because not all of the tracks even have water on them, therefore we cannot beat them. Now, Bloons Tower Defense 6 does have a feature where you can add water onto maps that do not have water, but this is Bloons Tower Defense 5, not 6. The following maps we cannot beat because they have no water: Monkey Lane, Hearthside, Z-Factor, Fireworks, Express Shipping, Hill Giant, Rabbit Holes, Present Delivery, Balloon Circles, Jungle, Lava Fields, 6 Feet, Mount Magma, Switch, Lightning Scar, The Eye, The Great Divide, Scorched Earth, Battle Knot, Clock, Death Valley, Drag Strip, Tunnels, Treetops, Runway, Down the Drain, Spooky Castle, Plutonium Lab. This may seem like a lot of tracks, but it still leaves us a whole lot to work with when coming to completing this challenge. Also, for the difficulty of this challenge, we will be playing all of these maps on normal mode, since I do not feel like dealing with hard mode since we are adding an extra challenge on all of these. If anyone here tries one of these maps and it's possible with only water towers, and I have missed that it is, I will pin your comments or leave a heart on the comment, just in case there are multiple people with multiple water strategies, but I will only do that if I am able to replicate the strategy posted, so please keep that in mind. Also, this is not my idea. One friend in geology class told me about this idea he had, and I decided to do it here. With that out of the way, let's start the challenge. This is our first water map, so this is a good time to show off the main strategy we will be using for most of this challenge. The Monkey Buccaneer is going to be key for the start of every round. You see, his third upgrade path on the right grants us for the ability for the ship to fire cannons. This may not seem like much at first, but it's our only defense against metal balloons. The other part of our strategy comes with the Monkey Sub. This tower has an upgrade that allows it to attack any balloon on the field, provided that another monkey has that balloon within its range. The Monkey Buccaneers cover a lot of space on the map though, meaning that for this map specifically, this should not be a problem. This next big part of our strategy is upgrading one monkey sub near the front, that way it gets rid of the camouflage effect on some balloons. Once we do this, we are set to power up our towers and go on and win. This strategy was able to work easily with Park Path, and we were able to win with ease. I am more concerned about this map due to less water being available. Nevertheless, we will try because that is the point of this challenge. I failed my first attempt here, but I played really poorly, as I did not even get the cannon upgrade before metal balloons arrived. I will do better on round 2. My second attempt did not go well. I realized I was wasting money with the camo detection on the monkey sub, as they could see the camo balloons anyway, due to the monkey buccaneers having that upgrade. My final attempt will be my final attempt next time. I was failing round 3, and then I failed. But by the work I've done here, it seems the maximum you can reach on this map is a little over round 50. On the bright side, this does mean the track can be done on easy mode, as that ends on round 50, rather than normal mode ending on round 65, and hard mode ending on round 85. This map should be a little easier, considering that we have more water to work with, so we'll see how it goes. The track was easy. Most of what this challenge depends on is the amount of water on the track, so that's something I will use to predict if future tracks will be possible. Another thing that will affect this is how many times balloons cross a certain path, or how many paths there are. This will allow balloons to either get hit more or less by each tower. That's just something to keep in mind. This map should be a little easier, considering that we have more water to work with, so we'll see how it goes. The track was easy. Most of what this challenge depends on is the amount of water on the track, so that's something I will use to predict if future tracks will be possible. Another thing that will affect this is how many times balloons cross a certain path, or how many paths there are. This will allow balloons to either get hit more or less by each tower. That's just something to keep in mind. I am a little more concerned about this map due to it having less water, but you can usually stuff more towers into these spaces than you might think, so we'll see how this goes. The first attempt failed at round 63, which was really close. I could have placed the towers better though, so we're gonna try again. The second attempt went way better. All we needed to do was get more towers into the water, and that seemed to do the trick just fine for this map. This map has only one water source, being very small in the middle. On one hand, this is very useful for range around the map. On the other hand, we do not get a lot of towers due to this, so we will see how this will go. Unfortunately, I was not able to make it on this map. I was so far away that I feel like it is not possible, considering the space allotted for water-based towers. I was able to get past round 50 though, therefore, this map is possible on easy mode. This map is interesting because the balloons that enter this area can take multiple paths to the skull. This means that some balloons will get hit more times than others. The fountain also only allows for a couple of towers, so this will be very interesting to see. Unfortunately, I was not able to complete this track. The water space was not large enough. I also tried this map on easy mode off camera, but I was not able to complete that either. I was actually able then to fit a monkey sub in the fountain with the buccaneer, but it was still to no avail. I feel good about this map, considering that we have more water to work with. We will see what happens though. I failed first, but I know that I could have done better, so we are going to try again. I got closer this time, but I was not able to do much with this space that we have gained. It may be possible with perfect placement to win on this map. I could not do it though. This map is possible on easy mode, but even on easy mode I cannot get to round 65. This map is generous considering its space with the river, so we will see how this goes. This map was easy in my opinion. It proves how much space is required to do well in this challenge. I did not upgrade all of my monkey subs in this round, and I did not place all of them optimally either. But this was remedied by the space allotted. This map was also pretty easy. The spaces provided were enough to fit 2 Monkey Buccaneers and 12 Monkey Subs, which was more than enough to cover us. There are a lot of tiny water spaces to work with on this map, so I think we will be okay. We won easily. We didn't even fully upgrade our Monkey Subs. We only get 1 water source on this map. However, it is pretty spacious, so I think we will be okay. The space on this track was large enough to hold a good amount of towers, resulting in us winning. I do think it is possible for us to lose on this map due to the range allowed by the water source of the map, but it seems large enough for us to at least have a chance. We will see what happens. We won, which was much to my surprise. It really shows that the quantity of towers was able to overcome the challenges provided. This map presented a challenge I did not think about. The challenge is that you cannot build water towers where the balloons pass through. This makes it that way we have less space than it originally seems. We will see what happens with this added challenge. Even with our space being hindered by this map, we were still easily able to win. This is our first map that is labeled as an intermediate map. All other previous maps we did were labeled as beginner maps. I believe we can do this though. This map in particular introduces balloons coming from multiple places on the map, meaning we have to deal with more than the normal amount of balloons coming from 2 directions. To counteract this, we do get more money from popping these extra balloons first. We will try. We were able to win. Because of the influx of money provided by more balloons, we were able to survive. What worries me for later tracks is that, even though we get more money, the balloons may still overrun us. This map is probably the easiest so far, considering the majority of the map is water. We cannot place towers where balloons pass, but I don't think this will be a problem. I played really poorly on this first attempt. I usually run out of room and end up upgrading to ballistic missile on the subs. I did not think this time, and I did not place enough of these ballistic missiles. I will limit myself this time and see if our upgrade paths will benefit us. We won on the second attempt due to my better upgrading management. Hopefully this will be avoided in the future. From what I see about this map, it is similar to the last map. As long as I don't make any mistakes, we will be okay. We win yet again. Again, I just did not have to make any mistakes. This map is similar to the North Pole map as well as the Pumpkin Patch map, so I do not think it will go well, but we will see what will happen. We were able to beat this on our first try. It provided more space than the North Pole map and the Pumpkin Patch map, but it made sense. I also find it ironic how those two were beginner maps, but this one was intermediate. It does make sense though, considering we are doing this challenge. No, this map has nothing to do with the song. I am concerned for the size of the little pond, as that may limit our range to the other side of the map. We will try though. We lost by a heavy amount, enough to where I am confident in saying it is not possible on normal mode. The map is possible to beat on easy mode, though, so that is a positive. The problem with this map is that the map's gimmick is that every round starts and ends in a different location on the map, going in a circle where that location is. This means that some rounds we were absolutely able to destroy, while others we could not do. I think putting down 2 Monkey Buccaneers, or centralizing one, would improve how far we can go in the map, but I don't think it will end with us winning, so we are going to move on. This map should be easy to win with, as long as we upgrade correctly. We were able to correctly upgrade and add ourselves another easy win. We have a lot of room to work with on this map, so I am not too concerned about it. I did not realize that this was one of the maps where balloons came from 2 different paths, so that took me by surprise. Other than that, it went pretty smoothly. The puddles seem to provide enough space and range, so I do not think we will have problems with this map. We failed the first time to a degree where I feel like we will not be able to defeat it. The main problem was that the path combined with the range provided for near the end of the map. The balloons went over the pyramids, not through them like I expected, and along 2 paths, not once, but twice, making me have to invest in 3 Monkey Buccaneers to cover it, but it left no money to the monkey subs directly after that, leading to our eventual downfall. The other maps with multiple balloon paths had them spawning at an increased rate, meaning we could farm money from them, leaving no problems, or sometimes even with an advantage. This does not happen here. There's the normal amount that splits into 2 paths on 2 places, leaving not much for us to do. I am worried about this map due to the lack of range the pond provides, but we will see what happens. We successfully beat the map. Both of my last predictions have been wrong, so that just means I have more to learn. It was almost a failure though due to the range, so I was not too far off. This map worries me a lot more than others, considering the limited amount of range. We'll see what happens though. We lost to a degree where I do not think we can beat it. Like I predicted, it was just not enough space to operate in. I think this map will be okay. There's multiple paths, but I think the space provided will allow us to deal with it. I was wrong this time, losing by a significant margin. The paths the balloons are taking are short, and the 2 paths overwhelm us with our beginning setup as it splits into even more paths. I think we could deal with it for a while getting it set up. I just do not see how getting that setup going is possible. This map somewhat concerns me. It has limited room and limited range. It also seems that the path is going to be weird. The first attempt was a failure. It was tough, seeing as we were only 2 rounds away from victory, but I still do not think we are going to be it. There are too many balloons that got through the defenses, which is of course why we lost, and the first couple of rounds we gained our health points just within the first rounds. I think we could probably handle round 64 and 65, but round 63 has more balloons to deal with them. Not necessarily more powerful ones, just more, and quantity is almost as effective as quality for the balloons. This is the first map labeled as advanced, which worries me quite a lot. Quite a bit of the intermediate maps gave me some trouble, so this just worries me more. This map seems to be okay though, giving us some room to work with. The multiple balloon paths worry me though. We were immediately defeated. The path was in 2 already, but divided into even more paths. This seems to be what defeats us a lot. Going all the way back to the pyramids map, multiple paths for balloons after they have already come out of a path seems to be something my strategy does not handle very well. This map worries me quite a lot, considering it does not give a lot of room. The range seems okay, but it's likely the map has multiple paths, and space is still a problem. We lost on the first attempt, but it was close. Again, round 63 has a lot of balloons to deal with. Not a powerful yet again, but a lot. This is the round that gives us the most problems, but I do not feel as we can get past that with our setup. I am worried about multiple balloon paths on this map, and the range will be good on the bottom, but at the top we will not be able to get any damage. We lost again, this time to round 63, yet again. Again, it's that round specifically where it was the downfall. I was pretty surprised that we were able to make it that far though, considering the range we were allotted. I'm pretty confident in saying rounds 64 and 65 would not have been a huge problem if we made it past round 63. That is just our problem now. This map seems to have multiple paths, which worries me quite a bit. We seem to have a fine amount of space though, so we'll see what happens. We got destroyed. The balloons moved to different spots on the map and went way out of our range. We could not reach them from there, and therefore they were able to get past our defenses. Believe it or not, we can use the milk in this middle of the map to place water towers. A little crazy, but it's okay. This map also seems to have multiple paths, which worries me. The first good number of rounds really damaged us, but we were able to make it through that. Round 63 did get through our defenses, though, which the first round had left us with around 30 health, so there's not much we could do. This map is the first map that we are doing that falls under the expert difficulty. It is also only one of 2 maps we are doing in this expert difficulty. This worries me quite a bit, seeing as we beat almost none of the advanced tracks. We lost pretty significantly. There was not much space to work with while also dealing with multiple balloon paths, which is often our downfall. Seeing as this map has 4 different balloon paths and not much space, I'm pretty scared of this map. As predicted, we lost almost immediately due to the low amount of space and the balloon paths. We only made it through 9 rounds actually. This map is one of two maps we are trying to have the extreme difficulty rating, which scares me quite a lot. I'm also concerned that we won't even be able to reach one of the blue paths, but we will see what happens. As expected, we did not make it past the first couple of rounds. I was shocked that we were able to reach both paths, though. This map scares me the most out of every map we have done yet. A lot of bloom paths, and only one water source in the middle. This map is also the final map of the entire game, so it is meant to be the hardest one. As expected, we lost yet again. With 5 different bloom paths on the map, this is not much of a shocker. Now, how did I do with this challenge as a whole? Let's review. Because of the limitations provided by this challenge, we immediately could not do anything to the following maps on screen. Out of the tracks that we could do, we were able to win on the following maps on screen. We were not able to win on the following maps on screen. From these lists, we can calculate that out of the 34 maps we were able to do, we had a 47.1% win rate, considering we won 16 of the 34 maps. I'm pretty happy with this rate, considering the difficulty of only using water towers, which takes out a lot of space to work with on a lot of these maps. We were only able to attempt 54.8% of the maps though, which surprised me considering that is a majority of the maps. Overall, I'm happy with the results of this challenge and I had fun doing it. I do know that Bloons Tower Defense 6 is now out, so I may try this challenge in that game in the future. I'll also most likely play on the downloadable version rather than the Flash version, as that will improve video quality. I was playing the Flash version this time and found out about the downloadable version late into the challenge and thought it would be weird to switch in the middle of the video. I also had no clue, and still have no clue, if my rank would transfer over to the downloadable game instead of the Flash games. With that, I hope you guys have had a good day, and apparently it helps to ask for likes and subscribers, so I guess I'm doing that now. Although if you did not like the video, feel free to leave a dislike and some constructive criticism in the comments, or tweet the constructive criticism at me or PM me through Twitter or Discord, or however else you feel comfortable contacting me. Social media can be found in the description, as well as the music used in the video. The songs were also on screen. Thanks you to all those music creators that allow me to use their music in my videos, and again, I hope everyone has a good day.